to share a little story about something that happened to me about a year ago, and about a man named Emmanuel. Eileen and I were living downtown in St. Petersburg, and for about a year, and I used to like to go outside and sit and meet people because we were living in this little box and we didn't have a lot of interaction at this COVID times. And so I would go outside and I would meet people who were walking their dogs or taking their babies for a walk, or they were just going to and from wherever. And so I was outside one Sunday on 2nd Avenue South, minding my own business. And I looked down the street and I saw a gentleman approach me. And he just had a light about him. He had a glow. And he walked over to me, we were both smiling. And he walked over to me and he said, "You have power." And I looked up at him and I said, "Thank you. You do too." And he said, "I just gave a penny to a baby around the corner." And I thought, where is this going? He said, "I gave a penny to a baby around the corner and I told that baby to power up." He said, and I asked the mother, "Is it okay for me to give the penny?" And she said it was. And I gave that penny to that baby because in the future, that baby is going to remember that it's worthy of a gift. And that message of powering up when that baby needs it in the future. I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was a beautiful message, but it didn't stop there. And to do Emmanuel proud, I have my notes here. Emmanuel said, he said, "You're worthy and you need to power up." He said, "You're powerful and I think you own a business. Do you own a business?" And I said, "I do own a business." He said, "I have some messages for you." So Eileen was waiting for me upstairs. We were supposed to leave, but I knew I needed to stay with him. And he said, "I have some messages for you. You need to hang around people with a high vibration." And I thought, oh my God, where did this man come from? Right? He came from me. I'm supposed to stay right here. He said, "You need to hang with people with a high vibration." He said, "Let me tell you, there's a lot of people with a low vibration." He said, "But you need to remember, they are not bad people." Which also is a beautiful message. They're not bad people. They just vibrate at a different level. And he said, "They will pull energy from you." He said, "Just seek out the people that are at a higher vibration." Right? So beautiful. And here I am, which is incredible. So I'm feeling this guy is really said to me, and I feel like he's like church in shoes, walking down the street. And I'm waiting, hanging on the next message. And he said, "I need to tell you, you need to wear green." I thought, green? Where is this going? He said, and here we are today, right? Wearing green, honoring the heart chakra, the ability to give and receive love. So Emmanuel proceeded to tell me, he said, you need to wear green because people don't know it, but they're connected to nature more than they know. And when you wear green, you're already connecting to somebody on a level they might not even be aware of. He said, so in business. Now I'm in class for business. He said, when you're in business, you need to wear green. You will overcome obstacles you didn't even know were there. People will accept you if you're wearing green. Okay. I'm going to wear green, and I'm going to power up, and I'm going to hang around high vibe people. But there was more of a message. He said, you need to listen to people and learn from them. You can learn everywhere. He said, my daughter is young. She lives downtown, and she's got a bunch of girlfriends, and they hang out, and they talk about vibration. They talk about vibing high. And he said, in fact, they call themselves the high vibers. Of course they do. Of course they do. And he said, I hang out with them. And I learn a lot from them. And they're younger than I am, but I listen to them. He said, listening is really important because you don't know where you're going to learn. He said, I don't go to church. I carry my church with me. Amen. He said, everywhere I go, I have my church with me, which I thought was beautiful. I mean, there's so many messages I wanted to take notes. I had to go back upstairs and write all this down. So he said when he's with his daughter and her friends, they like to dance. And he said they put music on, and he said, and I dance. He said, I dance with them. And say, maybe you can dance. He said, I don't know how to dance. He said, I just ride the bike. Ride it up. Just ride it up. Which I think is an amazing message for life. his message there, I believe, was don't think too much. Just jump in and be and do it. And so he got up and he sang, got to give it up to me. And he danced and just rode the bike. He said, get up. He said, get up, don't care about who's on the street, get up. And he said, dance with me. And so we were dancing. And he said, with that, a young man came that lived also in the apartment building, who I knew. His name was Max. Nice young man. And he saw Emmanuel right next to me, talking to me. And he made a wide swing around the two of us, kind of looking over his shoulder, making sure I was okay. Right? And suddenly there was some judgment on the streets. And so I said, hey, Max, come over, meet Emmanuel. You're going to learn some great things. And he was like, I'm good. And he kept moving. And Emmanuel said, it's fine. He needs to power up. He needs to power up. Right? And I felt badly for Max because he missed an opportunity to meet an amazing man. So I asked him where he lived. And he said, I live on 4th Street. And I said, oh, cool. He said, that's cool. And I said, where were you coming from? He said, well, I work at Central Avenue business. I wash windows. He said, I have a window washing business. He said, I work every day. I make just enough money to pay for my hotel room and for my meal. And so Emmanuel sat down next to me. He pulled out, he said, I worked all day. He pulled out some cash. He pulled out some change. And he said, I made this today. He said, I got a couple more windows to do and I'm covered. So I can cover my room and I can cover my meal. And so I was thinking, I hadn't had any money and I would have loved to have given him something, but something in me felt that wasn't what he was looking for. He was just telling me his story. And so he proceeded to talk with me, and I said to him, Emmanuel, you've shared so much with me. What can I share with you? What can I give back to you? Because I truly felt like he had shared his heart. And he looked down and he thought, he said, well, I could use a bike. And I said, I don't have a bike. I wasn't expecting the bike. But I think he saw me looking and thinking about how I could help to get him a bike. And I said, if I could. And he looked at me and he said, you don't have to help me. You're never going to see me again. I know, right? I had chills go through my body. This man just shared these messages with a total stranger, shared a half an hour on a city street, telling me all of these wonderful messages of how to be in life and things he thought were important for me to know, a stranger. And it was clear, I'm not going to see you again. But it's all good. It's all good. It was absolutely beautiful. So he thanked me and walked away, began to walk away, and I said, can you hold on 1 second? I ran upstairs, and I got a bottle of, we have an essential oil practice, so I grabbed a little bottle of Wild March essential oil, and I gave it to him as a gift, because it's uplifting. And I said, you've uplifted me, and I'd love for you to continue to uplift others. And so there's 250 drops in this little bottle, so you can bless 250 more people on your way with it. But such a beautiful, beautiful man, he was so grateful for that. And what I learned from it, well, many things, they were reminders, but it's also the church is inside of all of us. We talk here about source being everywhere. That day, source was in Emmanuel for me. And if I am not present, if I don't stop and listen and treat every individual as source, I'm missing